getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting to hope you like me, getting to know you, putting it my way, but nicely. You are precisely my cup of tea. Getting to know you, getting to feel free and easy. When I am with you, getting to know what to say. Haven't you noticed? Suddenly I'm bright and breezy because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you day by day. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Saturday Storytime with me, Mary. I'm so very pleased to have all of you back with me again this week, and I hope that you've had a wonderful week with nice full buckets and making sure that your family and your friends' buckets stay full as well. Well, before we start, I'd like to say a quick hello to some of my friends that joined me last week. So a big hello to Hattie and Chandler, Ryan, Azra and Soraya, Nicole, as well as Lauren and Ashley. Also, can't forget Yasani and her two beautiful daughters, as well as Fred and Kyle, Katie and Hunter. Thank you so very much for posting all of your pictures, as well as your videos of you singing and dancing along with me. I had quite fun looking at them. They did bring a smile to my face. Now remember, if you'd like to say hello to me, please ask an adult to post in the comments below, and I'll be happy to say hello back. Are you ready for this week's adventure? So am I. Oh, I can't wait to see what my carpet bag has in store. Shall we take a look? Yes? Oh, here we go. Let's see now. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's the letter S. The letter S. Now, what themes could we have that start with the letter S? Can you shout them out for me nice and loud? Let me hear your thoughts. Let me hear. Oh, yes, socks. That could be an interesting theme, couldn't it? Or, some more. Shout them out. Here we are. Oh, scooters. Yes, I love that theme. That does start with an S as well. Snakes. Oh, my. Well, I guess we could have a theme about snakes, but let's just put this right here and see what else we have in store. Let's see. Pace. Pace. I know what it is. Space. Outer space. Oh my goodness, what a lovely theme. Have you ever been to outer space? No? You haven't? Well, neither have I. I wonder what wonderful things we could find in outer space. What are some things we could find? Let me hear them. Shout them out for me. Yes. Oh, stars. Yes, we can find stars in outer space, can't we? As well as, let's see. Oh, the moon. That was a good one. Yes, and some more. Let me hear them. Oh, yes, and rockets, aliens, perhaps planets. Also the sun. Oh, my. Would you like to go to outer space with me today? You would? Oh, all right. Well, let's see. We're going to need a few things before we go. First of all, we're going to need our imaginary helmets. Are you ready to put on your helmet? I have mine right here. All right, let's put our helmets on and get them nice and snug. Do you have your helmets on at home? Oh, that fits perfectly, I think. As well as our rocket pack. Are you ready? My rocket pack is right here, and I'm going to put it on, just like this. Do you have your helmets and your rocket packs on at home? You do? Oh, well, here we are. Now, I can't forget my carpet bag, of course, and I think I'm going to need my telescope as well. Put that back in my bag. Would you like to go? Shall we go to outer space? I think so. All right, are you ready? Off we go in T minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Wow. We made it to space. Oh my land, look around. Look at all the wonderful things in space. Did you have a good... What a lovely helmet you have. Well, why don't you go explore some space as well? And we're going to take a look at everything around us. I'm going to need my telescope for this. Oh, how we float and fly. What things do we see? Let me see. Oh, look at the sun. And look, just as you said, some planets are out there as well. Oh my goodness, look at all the stars. They're just beautiful, aren't they? Oh, and as we float and fly through space, what else do we see? Oh my goodness, look at all of those wonderful things. Well, that reminds me of a story I'd like to tell you. Are you ready for a story? Well, why don't we float and sit on down in our space and let me pull out my story for you. Ooh, it's a wonderful story called There's No Place Like Space. Oh my goodness. Now this was written by Tish Rabi and illustrated by artist Tide Ruiz. Are you ready for our story? Here we go. I'm the Cat in the Hat, and we're off to have fun. We'll visit the planets and the stars and the sun. There is no place like space. I will prove it to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do. Ooh, look at all of those wonderful pictures. Jump in, here we go. We'll fly up so high. We can dance on the moon and play games in the sky. We will swing past the stars, and in case you have missed them, you'll soon see... Oh, the planets in our solar system. Look at those planets in the solar system. And we can see some of the planets all around our solar system right here. Oh, amazing. There are 8 of these planets that circle the sun, and soon you'll be able to name every one. Oh, look at that. Wonderful. Mercury's close to the sun, burning bright. It is hot in the daytime, but freezing at night. Oh yes, there's Mercury. It looks quite cold, doesn't it? And Mercury's right here in our solar system. Oh. On Venus, the weather is always the same. Hot, dry, and windy, with no chance of rain. Oh. Does look today's weather on Venus is very, very hot. I believe that. Nearly 900 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, windy and dry. That'd be quite hot, wouldn't it? Can you guess the next planet? Well, here is a clue. It is my home and home to thing 1 and thing 2. Oh, you have been living on it each day since your birth. It is our 3rd from the sun. It is our planet. Earth. Oh yes, let's see, there's Venus and then Earth, and Venus does look quite hot, doesn't it? Oh dear. Now Earth, it spins all the time, round and round like a top. It turns once every day and it will never stop. Oh, look at Earth spinning. This question had thing 1 and thing 2 in a tizzy. If the Earth's always spinning, well, why don't we feel dizzy? That is a good question, isn't it? We don't feel the Earth as it spins on its way because we're spinning right with it, right now, every day. Oh my goodness, that's That's incredible, isn't it? Next, here is Mars. It's the colour of rust. We sneeze here because it is covered with dust. Now let's look at Mars. Oh, there it is, yes. It is the colour of dust, isn't it? It's quite red and brown. Oh, my goodness. Now we travel to Jupiter, and you will find it is bigger than all other planets combined. Jupiter is right here, and it is quite large, isn't it? Oh, my goodness. Bigger than all the other planets combined, it says. That's ginormous. Well. Oh, Saturn has rings. It's so light. Who would think? It could float in the ocean and not even sink. Oh, well, my goodness. There's Saturn right there with its rings around it. It's amazing, isn't it? A planet can have satellites that surround it. Uranus has lots of these objects around it. Oh, there's Uranus as well, and all the satellites spinning around. Oh my goodness. There are colours in space. I will show some to you. Neptune, planet 8, is a beautiful blue. And it is a beautiful blue, isn't it? And same with our beautiful Neptune over there. It's very blue, isn't it? Well, we have seen all the planets. Now, here is a trick to remember their names and remember them quick. You say, ready? Mallory, Valerie, Emily, Nichols, just saved up 900 nickels. Well, how does that make sense? Let's see. Mallory is the same letter as Mercury. So M and M for Mercury, Valerie, V, and Venus, V as well. Valerie, Venus. Emily with an E, Earth with an E, Mickles, what a silly word, Mickles with an M, and Mars. Just, J in just is the same as the J in Jupiter. Saved, same as S in Saturn. Up, same as the U in Uranus. Up, Uranus. 999, same as the N in Neptune. Nickels. So Mallory, Valerie, Emily, Nichols just saved up 900 nickels. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Well, that's quite a rhyme, isn't it? You can memorize that rhyme at home. Let's continue on with our story, shall we? The first letter of each of these words is the same as the first letter in each of the names of the planets. You did learn that, didn't you? Wow! Now, here is a game you can play in the skies. Connect all the stars you can see with your eyes. It's star dot to dot. Use your imaginations and you'll see big pictures we call constellations. Oh, look at that. If we connect the dots and all the stars in our system, you can find all the different pictures of constellations. A dog, the great bear, and Leo the lion, Taurus the bull, and the hunter Orion. Oh, wow. A star in the sky may look small like a dot, but it's really big, glowing ball, and it's hot. Well, and there's one star by far that's our favourite one. We can't leave without it. The star is called... What do you think it is? What do you think? Shout it out. Oh, the sun! Look how big the sun is. From the Earth it looks big. There is one reason why. It's the closest to Earth of the stars in the sky. Did you know that the sun is a star? Wow, that's incredible, isn't it? But be careful and never look right at the sun. It would hurt your eyes and that would not be fun. It's very true. Now, how big is the sun? We just heard right this minute. 1 million of our Earths could all fit right in it. Could you imagine 1 million planet Earths all fitting into the sun? That's how big the sun is. Wow. Oh, look, at the time we must go very soon. But first we must take a quick look at the moon. The moon does not shine in the sky in the night, but, like a big mirror, reflects the sun's light. Astronauts flew to the moon to explore a place no one had ever been to before. Oh, they walked on the moon and then drove all over in a special moon car called a lunar rover. Oh my, look at that lunar rover. An astronaut studies what's up in the sky. Thing too wants to be one. In fact, so do I. How many of you would like to be astronauts and go study space? Wouldn't that be incredible? I know. What's next? Oh, the universe is a mysterious place. We're only just learning what happens in space. So I brought you a present to look in the sky. Just put this telescope up to your eye. Look at the telescope they brought them. Wow. Oh dear, I must go fly back up to the stars and take thing 1 and 2 out to dinner on Mars. That's so silly. But there's a lot to discover, and it might be you who looks up in the sky and finds something that's new. Oh, it could be, couldn't it? Look at them looking in their telescope up in the sky. And look at the cat in the hat up in the moon. Oh, that's incredible, wasn't it? What a wonderful book. Oh, that is just delightful. Wow, that was quite a wonderful story, don't you think? I'm going to put it away in my carpet bag so it doesn't float away out here in space. Now, this reminds me of a song I'd like to sing with you. Why don't we go ahead and stand on up? Oh, it's so easy to stand in space, isn't it? Now, if you don't know the words, that's all right. Just follow along with me. Are you ready? Here we go. There's a lot of space in space. There's a lot of room on the moon. It's very far to the nearest star. There's a lot of space in space. There's a lot of space in space. There's a lot of room on the moon. It's very far to the nearest star. There's a lot of space in space. Looking through my telescope across the atmosphere. Wow, it's so amazing. There's a whole new world out there. There's a lot of space in space. There's a lot of room on the moon. It's very far to the nearest star. There's a lot of space in space. There's a lot of space in space. There's a lot of room on the moon. It's very far to the nearest star. There's a lot of space in space. Shooting stars and comets and satellites whiz by. All the planets floating there. There's a lot of room to fly. There's a lot of space in space. There's a lot of room on the moon. It's very far to the nearest star. There's a lot of space in space. There's a lot of space in space. There's a lot of room on the moon. It's very far to the nearest star. There's a lot of space in space. Oh, that was so much fun. I hope you were all able to sing along with me. And that reminds me of my word of the day. Are you ready? Repeat after me. Con. Very good. Steer. Oh, very nice. Lations. Well done. One more time together. Here we go. Con. Steer. Lations. Let's say it a bit faster, shall we? Constellations. Constellations. Now, if you remember, constellations is a word for groupings of stars that we can see out there in outer space. Now, if we were to take our telescopes, I'm going to take mine, and peer into the night sky, we might be able to see constellations. And what we would see are groupings of stars just like in our space here. And if you were to draw lines and connect the dots, or connect the stars, they would make pictures. Now let's see with our telescope what we can find out here. Let me see. Oh, well, that one we were just talking about. Let's take our invisible pencil and draw and connect the dots. That constellation here is the Big Dipper. Now you can find this in the night sky as well. Just connect the dots and make the picture. And there's the Big Dipper. Let's see what else we can find out here. Oh, my favourite constellation. This one's quite easy to find in the night sky. It's 3 stars in a line, followed by 4 more stars. This is the constellation Orion. And this is his belt. Orion was a great hunter. His belt and his outfit here. And you can see Orion up in the night sky. He's usually quite large. What else do we have? Let's see. What else do we spy? Oh, over here, if we connect the dots, we have Pegasus. Pegasus was a beautiful horse. And you can see that one in the night sky as well. Easiest to find the 4 dots that make a nice little square. And then you can see that constellation. Let's float over here and see what else we can find. Oh, I see one more. Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia, the constellation, is what looks to be like a W. And if you were to connect these dots here, it's her throne, and Cassiopeia would sit on the throne. There are so many constellations we can find in the sky. These are only a few that we spy today. But I bet you can go in the night sky and take a look yourself, and perhaps bring your telescope. Well, this reminds me of another story I'd like to tell you. Let's go ahead and take a seat, and let me put my telescope away so it doesn't float away, and pull out our next book. Oh, it's called Moon. Look at that. Look at the moon. Moon. Illustrated by Britta Tekentrop. Have you ever wondered why the moon shines in the nighttime sky? How every creature, plant and tree is subject to its mystery. Oh, look at that lovely picture. Beautiful pictures. Oh, there's the moon. A breeze blows softly across the land, rippling through the desert sand. A scorpion scuttles through the night, glowing with an eerie light. Oh yes, look at that scorpion down there in the corner, glowing blue. Oh my. Oh. Far away, in a land harsh and bare, puffins shiver in the cold night air. The northern lights set the skies aglow, shimmering, glimmering above the snow. Oh, it's so beautiful, isn't it? Yes. Well, look at those puffins. As birds fly south to warmer climes, they seem to sense the perfect time. Shining strongly through the night, the moon will always guide their flight. Look at that big moon right there, and all the birds flying. Wow, beautiful. The moon's getting bigger, did you notice? Yeah. In the jungle through the green, shafts of silvery light are seen. As parrots swoop beneath the moon, tree frogs croak their mighty tune. Oh, look at that. Look at all those birds. And the moon, it seems to be getting bigger and bigger each time I turn the page. Well, oh. On southern shores, on a moonlit night, nature reveals a magical sight. Hundreds of turtles swim to land to lay their eggs in the soft white sand. Look at that large moon and all those turtles. Oh my goodness. Well. Oh. When nights are dark and the moon is new, a tiny field mouse has work to do. Busy scampering here and there, it hunts for food in the cool night air. There's a little mouse right there. Oh my goodness. And no moon that night. The moon disappeared. Oh, but there it is again. The ocean sparkles bluey green, lit up by a magical scene. Waves roll gently to and fro, and the moon commands their ebb and flow. There's There's the moon and all the jellyfish. Oh my goodness, what beautiful pictures. Here comes the moon again. Oh, look at the moon. Above the mountainside at night, the sky is filled with sparkling light. As wispy clouds scutter by, a shining moonbow lights the sky. Look at the shining moonbow, right there, and the moon, and the bear looking up at the moon. Oh, how clever. In the grasslands all is still, animals rest in the nighttime chill. After a day of blazing heat, the cool, clear air smells fresh and sweet. Look at those giraffes. And the moon again. Oh my goodness, it's changing, isn't it, each time? There. Oh, snowflakes fall on frozen ground. Swirling, twirling, they make no sound. Under the moon, huddled together, penguins seek warmth in the icy weather. Look at all those penguins and all the snow falling. And our moon, it's just looking like a little sliver, isn't it? Wow, how the moon changes. So when you close your eyes at night, imagine the moon's twinkling light, shining down with a silvery glow as we dream our dreams in the world below. Oh my, look at all our houses and our big moon right there shining down on us. What a lovely, lovely story. Well, and there's the moon slowly going to bed behind the hill. Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful story. Oh, well, that was a lovely story about the moon, wasn't it? Well, that reminds me of a song I'd like to sing with you. Are you ready to stand on up again? Here we go. This time, let's sing about the sun, shall we? It's always shining bright. Are you ready? Now, if you don't know the words, just follow along with me. Here we go. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, won't you please shine down on me? Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, hiding behind that tree. All my friends are asking you, please come out so we can play with you. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, won't you please shine down on me? Here we go. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, won't you please shine down on me? Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, hiding behind that tree. All my friends are asking you, please come out so we can play with you. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, won't you please shine down on me? Woo! Please shine down on me. Oh, that was so much fun, wasn't it? Very good job singing along and dancing at home. Oh, this reminds me of a project I'd like to tell you about. Since we've been exploring space and all of the wonderful things out there in outer space, I thought it might be fun to make our own outer space at home. So what I've done is I've created my own space mobile. Isn't that lovely? Now, you can make this very easily at home as well. All you need is perhaps some construction paper or cardboard, a couple of strings, some markers or paints, and a bit of tape. Now, it's quite lovely. What you can do is you cut out a big circle, and this will be our atmosphere, our outer space. And then, with an adult, you can have them punch holes in the top, and then you can colour all of your planets. Like here I have Saturn and Jupiter and my sun, which is looking very bright and shiny, along with Uranus and Neptune, and of course the planet Earth. And then you take the strings and connect them with a bit of tape on the back. And then you can pop the strings through the holes on the top And you can add some tape as well so they can hang down. And this is showing you all of the planets and where they are according to our sun. Isn't that a fun project? I hope you try to do it at home, and of course you can make it as fancy as you'd like, or as simple as you'd like as well. I did add a few stars on the top, a few bits of sparkles to look like stars, and a bit of glitter on my sun and my other planets, and you can do the same. So again, this is our mobile of our solar system, and it will help you to learn where all the planets are in regards to the sun. And then you can hang it on top with 3 pieces of string tied into a loop. And you can hang it, you can watch it spin, and watch our sun spin and all the planets as it goes around. So that's our fun project for this time. I can't wait to see pictures of the ones you make. Now, I do believe it is about time for us to return back to Earth. I hope you had a wonderful time exploring space with me. Shall we continue on our way? I'm going to gather my things. Ooh, my carpet bag's quite light in space. And bring my umbrella. And in T minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Well, what an incredible adventure! That was so much fun. I hope that you had as much fun as I did exploring outer space. Well, thank you again for joining me for Saturday Storytime, and I can't wait to see you next week. Who knows what wonderful adventures we could go on. Oh, perhaps we'll have a picnic next week, or maybe we'll go explore the ocean. Oh, who knows what we have in store, but I hope to see you then. So, until next week, best foot forward, cheerio!